wrestling fans, thanks for clicking on the dreaded D-Rose report. I'm in the office today and I got the sun over here and it's probably not going to look good, but I missed putting the report on here Saturday. Sorry about that because, we got busy at the store. But anyway, I'll do one here now for today and then I'll do one tonight and make up for the lost time. But those within TNA suggest that Desmond Wolfe is currently... if I look like I just woke up, it's because I look like that all the time, so don't worry about it. Anyway, he's currently in the doghouse. The British wrestling star has developed a reputation for being difficult to work with, which has affected his push in the organization. I thought something must have happened because, man, they're misusing a valuable commodity right there. The company officials also down on Matt Morgan, who has been discussed as being part of Ric Flair's Fortune Group. Hernandez, two botched border tosses, attempts to cross their steel cage at Victory Road, were to blame for the blueprint, since Matt Morgan's, he's favored among the management, I guess. Former ECW heavyweight champion Steve Corino, he has declined to appear at the ECW reunion show in the past. He said he has not contacted, or he has not been contacted by TNA for Hardcore Justice. Company officials said to be very high on Motor City Machine Guns now and Beer Money Incorporated following their stellar match about the Victory Road pay-per-view again. So, good things come out of the pay-per-views and good things don't. Lance Storm, who is highly critical of TNA's creative wrestling process in recent years, has a blog about his official website saying he declined their offer to appear at next month's Hardcore Justice pay-per-view also. And he said, I was asked if I'd be interested in taking part in TNA one-night stand pay-per-view. I think it was big of them to extend the offer to me, considering the general opinion I have of the TNA product. He said, I want to thank them for that, but I will not be taking part. Storm writes. He continues, he said, I would be hypocritical to my work if I did consider, since they've been outspoken about TNA product. I have a great deal of respect for the boys who will be working the show, as well as the great workers at the TNA roster, but I have no desire to take part in TNA's creative process, as for ECW One Night Stand in 2005 was my farewell, and I'm content with letting sleeping dogs lie. Alright, former ECW talent Yoshi Tajiri and Super Crazy are booked to appear at the in Japan on August 9th. Rather my fault, August 10th. And thus will not be appearing at Hardcore Justice. Reed Flair, which the son of Ric Flair, he's going to be visiting Orlando later this month and is expected to begin wrestling and training with Terry Taylor. Has yet to sign a contract with the organization, but they keep saying that he's there. Must be backstage just milling around. It was announced yesterday during the San Diego Comic-Con that Steve Austin's Hugo Panzer character was going to be making another appearance on the NBC comedy television show Chuck this season. He was last seen in the episode of Chuck vs. First Class where he combats Chuck inside an airplane. Whoa. RingsideCollectibles.net has released a high-quality video of the Macho Man. I think I was telling you about that last week, promoting the action figure. Also released a complete video of the WWE wrestlers Ed Koskey and Brian Gerwitz answered, the writers of that answered questions concerning the company's creative process alongside Eve Torres and The Miz. And finally, several photos of Mattel's WWE action figure line at the Comic-Con can be viewed online if you want to see them. It's getting bright in here again. Whew. I put on my shades. SmackDown star Shad Gaspar has released the synopsis and cover art of the crime action adventure graphic novel Assassin and Son, Path of Vengeance. Anyway, he created it and wrote it himself with the former WWE Mark Capone. If you didn't know him, it's Muhammad Hassan. Oh, and congratulations to, I don't know whether I mentioned that last week or not, I forget, to Brock and Sable on their new baby. I hope it looks, even though it's a boy, hope it looks like her. Hate to see it, kid. Oh, anyway, Lesnar said in the post 116 conference that she was due to give birth in a couple weeks. Let's see. Tony Atlas, who was released by World Wrestling Entertainment April 30th, is now working as a personal trainer at a health club spa in Maine. I've mentioned that before too. Reports of the Wrestling Observer. The WWE Hall of Famer is still wrestling, and he took part in World Wrestling Council's 37th anniversary on July 11th, losing to former WWE developmental wrestler Black Pain in a 5-minute match. Former ECW Chris Hammock, who was recently teased about committing suicide on his Facebook, was back at wrestling independent shows in the Carolinas over the weekend. And I know I reported this too, that they tried to tell me he passed away. But he must have just went on to the next ring. Silly stuff. Today, 2 days ago, was former Divas Tori Wilson's birthday. She turned 35, which that's okay. You can turn whatever year you want as long as you look the way you do. SmackDown taping September 21st, 2010 is going to be held at the U.S. Cellular Coliseum in Bloomington, Illinois. Tickets go on sale the 7th of August. Mickie James backed out of her dates this weekend with Tajiri's Smash Pro Wrestling in Japan, citing family emergency. Tickets also go on sale at 10 p.m. For Table, Ladders, and Chairs pay-per-view. This show is going to be taking place at December 19th, Toyota Center, Houston, Texas. Tickets range, save your money, $25 to $300. And Joey Mercury, of course, was revealed by Big Show to be the masked marauder in Straight Edge Society on SmackDown. Mercury's been added to the roster page finally. He's been there for quite a while. Radio ads in San Antonio, Texas are advertising this coming Monday's Raw as Sheamus and Nexus versus John Cena and Randy Orton in a handicap match. Booker T, Terry Funk, Bryan Danielson is going to be appearing at Bloody Mania 4 at the 11th annual gathering of the Juggalos in Cave In Rock, Illinois, August 12th to the 15th. Not sure what that is, unless that's the old crew from, I don't forget, they're over in Illinois. I'll come back to it when I think of it. Anyway, Associated Press reported last week that Linda McMahon has loaned her Senate campaign a total of $21 million since it began last year, and the McMahons said she's willing to spend as much as $50 million of her own money on the campaign. And you know what? If you have to spend that much money to try and get somebody's, vote, maybe they don't want you. Cavill landed a bat on the Warriors' way finished at a match against Alex Riley at the FCW show earlier this week. Cavill's foot caught Riley in the head and busted it open right where the stitches had been previously from him banging his head a few weeks ago. WWE Developmental FCW will be airing its 100th TV show soon. The company announced its new general manager on that show. Jim Ross noted on his Twitter the Hall of Famer Ricky Steamboat has been released from the hospital and believes Steamboat will be back to work in a month or so. All right, Ted DiBiase is going to be appearing at the FCW show. I got about 1 minute earlier this week as one of the general manager roles. I guess they're doing the same thing like Raw. DiBiase is no longer using crutches and is walking with a slight limp. And that's Brett DiBiase, not Ted. And it's believed that DiBiase is out of action for a few more months. DiBiase is going to be doing a gimmick similar to his brother Ted, where the DiBiase Family Trust Fund is being split even over to his way. The Bella Twins is going to be at the Toyota Center in California. El Cajun, let's see, on Saturday, August 7th, so get ready for that. Hey, I better get the heck out of here. I'm going to go on to work, do up another report. I'll be on here later. I got to go.